Hey, how's it going? Dave Tootie here. So there have been a lot of Samsung S9 and S9 Plus rumors that have been floating around the web, but a couple days ago, a really big tell was leaked. It was a Geekbench score, not just like a photo of one, but there was a recorded Geekbench score that was uploaded to the Geekbench database. And that is huge because you can't fake those things, or it's incredibly difficult to fake those things. And so with that Geekbench score, you could confirm a lot of things that have been rumored about this phone. So let's just get right into it. The first thing is the build. It's gonna look very similar to the S8 and the S8 Plus. Like, to the untrained eye, it's gonna be very difficult to tell them apart. Same kind of design, same kind of aesthetic, same kind of form factor, power button, volume rocker, Bixby button, it's all there. The big tell though is on the back, and that's the second thing. The fingerprint sensor has been moved into a better location. So a lot of people didn't like the fact that the S8, the S8 Plus, and the Note 8 all had the fingerprint sensor kind of slightly onto the right. Not the most ideal position because I think your finger would sometimes confuse the camera lens as being the sensor, and just it was difficult to nail it each time. It's now placed right in the middle, directly underneath the camera. And this should make it easier for most people to hit that fingerprint sensor basically every time they reach for the phone. Another thing that's been kind of confirmed is the processor. So this thing is now running a Snapdragon 845, which is the new one from Qualcomm, and it's a pretty substantial increase in performance over the Snapdragon 835. We're looking at a 25% increase in performance, maybe a little bit more, but keep in mind that the S8 and the S8 Plus are still really fast, so I mean, I wouldn't go running out to buy the new phone just because of the small CPU upgrade. So with that Snapdragon 845 though, also comes a nice camera upgrade. So the video processing capabilities are improved. It should be able to record 4K at 60 frames per second, but the crazier thing is the slow motion. So the Snapdragon 845 is supposed to be able to do 720p at 480 frames per second. That is super slow motion. So I want to test that thing out when it comes. With that camera stuff though, is the whole thing about the two different cameras. So the S9 and the S9 Plus are going to have different camera configurations. Right now the S8, S8 Plus both have the same camera, both single lens. S9 is going to have a single lens. S9 Plus is going to have two lenses stacked in a vertical configuration, just one on top of each other. So if you're into the whole like depth stuff and just having a secondary camera, S9 Plus is going to be your choice. Now looking back at that Geekbench score, that S9 Plus is actually rocking 6 gigs of RAM. It's only got 5 and change available, but 6 gigs of RAM on the bigger model, 4 gigs of RAM on the smaller S9. The most exciting change for me though, and this is going to sound really stupid for some people, is that the S9 and the S9 Plus will finally have stereo speakers. I feel like this is something that's been missing from the Galaxy line forever. Like it just never made sense to me that something with this kind of build quality and this kind of premium awesomeness didn't have stereo speakers. It finally will have it. All right, number 7 on the list, the iris and facial recognition on the S9 should be significantly better than the S8. So I feel like facial recognition stuff is just kind of popping up in mass right now, especially with the iPhone X doing their stuff. This phone, like the S8, didn't have a great facial recognition system. Samsung's been putting this tech in their phones for a while, but it's never been amazing. S9 should be quite a bit better. Higher resolution camera, that's like a big thing for facial recognition stuff. Okay. Headphone jack, number 8, that is awesome. They're still putting that headphone jack in. I think for a lot of people that's super important. And I think Samsung is one of the last, if not the last company that's making those premium flagship phones that are like 800, 900 bucks that still includes a headphone jack. And I think a lot of people will appreciate it. In fact, I think a lot of people will actually just buy this phone just because of that one feature, which is a good thing for Samsung. Okay, last thing, it's going to be running Android 8.0 right out of the box, and they're obviously going to stick the Samsung skin on it. Now, if you know me and you follow my channel, you know that I don't love skins on phones and themes on phones. I just like the whole stock Android experience. But I will give Samsung this. They probably had the best skin of all the heavy skins from 2017. And every year, their phones get slightly less obtrusive. Like the software is just a little bit better every year, a little bit less obnoxious. So hopefully the S9 has some kick-ass software. So that basically wraps it up. S9 is going to be kind of like a minor upgrade across the board. Nothing huge, nothing major, but it should be a really awesome phone because the S8 was really, really good, like nearly perfect for a lot of people, and now it's just gonna be even better. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.